I did like spin out a little, but then I had a great session with my like life coach, therapist, tarot card reader, and she's amazing.
Here we go.
And it was one of those things where
I see demons in your future.
it just wasn't.
The
like,
death card does not always stand for something bad.
And if that means,
I'm seeing.
And again, there's a whole thing of like, well, it's like you also have to consider if someone's lights on, like the whole like Sex and the City of it all.
So this card is dual meanings.
Oh my god! And the joke is that I think the funny thing is
they're twin flames. Okay, they're twin flames. So I'm gonna pull the line card
here is
now.
A sugar cookie. All right, everyone, welcome to Out and About. It is Tuesday, February 4th, and that motherfucker, Puxatani Phil, 6 more weeks of winter. He saw his goddamn shadow.
Who the fuck is that?
The hedgehog, the beaver, the bush, the guy in...
Groundhog.
The groundhog. Yeah, the groundhog. He saw his shadow. He sees his shadow every fucking year, and it's 6 more weeks of winter.
I thought you were talking about LeBron's son.
Bronny James, which I know you're very upset about with him in the G League. We were just talking about that before the show.
I thought that's what you're just talking about now.
No. We're talking about a hedgehog deer. Is it a hedgehog?
Groundhog.
Groundhog.
Oh, so we're going to be cold for longer?
6 weeks, apparently. I don't know why we still do this. It's like daylight savings time. We're relying
It's
on...
harder to dig in the ground in the cold.
Yeah, these things aren't digging. Are you trying to
talking
dig?
about
You're trying to dig your own grave?
My own grave. Yes.
Man is trying to dig her own grave. Yeah. So that sucks. But I feel like no matter what... Well, when I was younger, I would believe that if he said that it was going to be spring, like the actual weather would change and it would be spring.
But is that not why we have the tradition? Because he's right every time?
I guess. I don't fucking know. You don't remember doing that growing up? Like getting excited for Groundhog's Day?
Yeah, we would like vote. Like, do you think he's going to see a shadow or not?
Yeah.
No, but I remember that movie.
Yeah, Groundhog's Day.
Groundhog's Day.
I had to watch that in health class.
I watched it. It was one of my friend's favorite movies. And
with Bill Murray?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a nightmare to work with. There was an article that just came out on him saying he was really...
Does he...
Not a...
underage kids. What's it called? Underprivileged children?
No.
What do the actors do to people, to the less fortunate, to the like lower characters?
Take advantage of them.
Take advantage of them. That's what I meant.
Yeah, no. He doesn't even have a cell phone. He doesn't have a cell phone. He's never sent an email.
You don't have a cell phone.
Oh, God. Should we talk about it? My phone got stolen, by the way.
Stolen?
Allegedly. No, apparently they've been like targeted at that bar. I think what happened was Joey and I went out. I left my phone on the bar for I put it down for a half a second. It got swiped.
Because you had no top on.
Phone. I didn't have a top on. No, we were
so she had nowhere to put her thing.
Well, I usually just put the phone in my ass, but that was also being occupied.
I had a turtleneck on and long sleeves. I wouldn't take it off. I'm not trying to get monkeypox.
Oh, please, Joey, you took to a fish like water.
Don't pretend. Don't pretend. I didn't take my top off.
That doesn't mean you didn't take to a fish like water. So Joey and I went out this weekend, Vinny. He texted me at about 3 p.m. I said, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do it. Then he texted me at 4 p.m. saying, let's start the night. I was like, absolutely not. It's 4 p.m.
Why did you get started early so you can be home to Wiggles?
How did that go?
I got home to Wiggles and he was fine. He missed me, but, he's got to learn to take off the cheat, as they say in the business.
Did he shit on the floor?
No, he's in his little area.
Well, anyways, we went out to the Eagle.
Who is targeting you to steal?
Well, that's the thing. So when someone takes if you steal someone's phone, you're the biggest scumbag on earth.
But what can you do with someone else's phone?
Nothing, because unless you know the password, you can't fucking get in.
What do you start selling it for parts?
Reset it.
You can't reset a password without the original password, though, right?
No, there's definitely a way to factory reset it.
I hope that whoever took my phone, and I mean this, I hope that they die a slow, painful, horrible death. I hope their family has a slow, painful death.
I'm in my wishing death on people era, and meaning with my whole chest.
Fucking wish it on this motherfucker, because it's insane. And then I went back there the next day, which is dark, going to that bar on a Sunday, and 4 phones got turned in. Mine wasn't one of them. So when I went on and I did the Find My...
4 phones stand before me.
When I went on and I did the Find My iPhone, my phone was off. So I was like, it's stolen.
If there's a problem at that bar of phones getting stolen, they should... I mean, they probably don't want to deter people.
That's the least of the problems going on at that bar.
Yeah.
There should be something that
there is. That's true.
They should leave a sign somewhere, though, being like, yo, watch your shit.
I literally saw 3 guys getting fucked at the same time in a urinal.
As long as they left with their phones, then they're fine.
That is the least of the problems. I guess the thieves are targeting gay bars, allegedly.
Or the thieves gay?
They usually are. It was brutal.
I didn't want to say it.
I'm 2 days without a phone now. It does feel kind of nice. Not just.
Do you want my other
constantly looking
phone?
at Instagram. No, mine will be here hopefully tomorrow. I had insurance, but even with the insurance, it still costs $300 to get a new phone, which I guess is better than the what's it like over $1,000 without it.
Is your shit backed up? Are you going to be able to read down like?
It says my pictures are backed up, which is really all I care about.
But even like your apps.
I have some very artsy dick pics. I was really hoping to save. Even my apps, the apps automatically are updated, right? So if you just sign into your thing, the apps all go over to your phone.
I'm not sure exactly.
I had to have some queen that give me an Uber home from Afters.
Can't you get all your? Do you have an iPad?
No.
You can get apps on here.
Yeah, I'm sure I could.
Oh, so
I mean, not like
your
Uber.
things.
I'm not gonna like go fucking stand next to a CVS to get Wi-Fi. I'm gonna be like one of those guys who stands next to a little tower on the street to plug his phone in
and charge it.
We had fun though. What did you
Yeah.
think of the night? I took you out to a couple parties. We went to a bar to start, and then we went to then we went to a party, then we went to a bar, then we went to a party.
I thought it was nice. I wish I got to spend more time with Youngstown Bob, because I felt like I invited him to hang out all night, and then we left him for a double feature at someone's apartment. But it was enjoyable. I mean, I don't need to ever do it again.
Yeah,
I got it. It's like
you'll be out next weekend.
No,
he'll be back.
But yeah, I'm excited for this weekend.
It's Tuesday.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know what I meant.
That's okay.
Did you watch the Grammys last night?
I did watch the Grammys last night.
I saw Chapel Rowan. She did a big performance with clowns. She had John Galliano makeup on.
What kind of makeup?
Well, it was, I'm sure Mac did the makeup, but it's styled in the style of Pat McGrath for John Galliano. Lady Gaga has bangs.
Lady
black
Gaga
hair.
has bangs. Yeah, I thought the Grammys. I've said it before. Like in terms of where award shows rank for me, Grammys are always number one.
What?
Grammys, then Oscars, and then anything else, and then way down is the rest.
Well, I don't ever like the Grammys 'cause I never know who any of the people are.
I feel like this is the first year in a while that I've actually known. Like I couldn't have put a face to Sabrina Carpenter if you told me until I saw her, and I was like, "Oh,
I knew
this
who
is
she
what Meek
was.
Phil loves."
I knew who, obviously, Lady Gaga was, and then
What was her song Abracadabra? That was fucking great.
who?
Lady Gaga.
No, she sang. It was all about California. She sang like, we love California.
Yeah, and she sang Abracadabra, which was the one with all the people dancing around.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Oh, it was really, you would have loved it. Classic Gaga.
I saw that. Who else did I know? I knew Chapel Rowan. I knew
You knew Beyonce,
Sabrina,
you knew
Resident
Cynthia Erivo, you knew Benson Boone.
Benson Boone.
AKA
Oh my God.
Benson Swoon.
He's the new It Boy. He's the new
Yep.
hot It Boy. He leaves.
22 years old.
He left his concert in an American flag Speedo. He's a body.
Oh, is that
on
who that was?
Yeah.
All right.
He's so cute, and his performances are like electric. I don't know how he gets that much energy and power out of his voice without even like breaking a sweat. Like he's doing
22.
flips on the air. He had a sequined one piece. Baby blue was the color of the night. There's a lot of baby blue.
Did you see Beyonce and Kanye and Bianca get escorted out? They just showed up.
They weren't
without an
invited.
invite?
Well, then they came out saying they didn't get escorted out. They just left. But I don't know what's true, what's not. Who's covering for what?
Why would you just also?
He was nominated.
I don't
though,
like to
so-
take his side for anything, but like, wouldn't you just make room for Kanye West and his wife to
But
sit
he was
down?
also nominated, so I don't get that doesn't make sense that he's like he wasn't invited. Like you nominate someone and refuse to let them come.
Why wouldn't he be invited though?
That's why I don't believe that.
Because he's like a crazy anti-Semite, like says insane
And his
things.
wife-
Will Smith was in the audience, and he
that's
fucking murdered someone on stage.
That's the fact that they let him perform. That's a fucking joke.
Will Smith performed.
No, present like intro something.
Well, he has a new
off stage.
He has a new album coming, and he's doing all like God shit and like rapping and like
No,
religious
no
stuff, like-
excuses. That made me sick to my stomach seeing that.
Yeah, he's
You're that mad
fucking
about him
scumbag.
slapping Chris Rock?
Yeah, I still am very. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
And then you have
Most
to
disgusting.
pretend. Everyone in the audience has to pretend like it never happened.
Yeah, how
This guy
poor
went on
wife,
sta-
poor
yeah.
Chris Rock.
Well, not his poor wife.
We
His
do
poor
that
wife,
with a
no.
lot of things, though. There are
just-
a lot of
yeah,
people
but
in there
not a
who
lot of
pretend
people
they
I
do
slap
never
that.
someone in the
recovered.
face on a
I never
Grammy stage.
recovered. And it's the
He's never been the same.
It's the level of like
Arrogance.
no.
I'm above the
that
law.
event. If he did that at the MTV Awards, maybe okay. But if he doing it at the Oscars, the most like posh, glamorous, sophisticated thing in the world, that's what shocked me
what
so
bothers
much.
you?
He's
Okay.
entitled. He's entitled privileged, like, oh, I'm allowed to do anything. I'm Will Smith. Fuck off.
And the fact that they still let him win makes me fucking so mad.
He's just a broken down man because his wife doesn't love him and fucks other guys.
Yeah,
Well,
That's
they're
where
both
all the
gay, and
issues
they
come from.
And they just don't. I don't know what they're sticking together for.
Oh, and how about his kid who wore
They're-
a house on his fucking head? Did you see
That
Jaden
was Tom
Smith?
Brown, I think.
He wore a literal.
It was a
I want to
castle.
support him, but it's tough.
I don't like people who act like they know everything. And Jaden Smith is just the
Yeah.
biggest know-it-all. Like,
Can we just
I'm
talk
right about
the
everything. I
political
hate
climate
that.
of the world right now?
through the
No,
lens
that's
of
just-
the Grammys.
That's what he says.
Is that what he said?
That's what the
Yeah,
comment.
he said that in some interview. Yeah.
He didn't say that last night though.
No, in some
He couldn't
interview,
speak. He had a
said
castle
that.
on his head.
But it
He's a-
sucks because Willow's awesome. Willow's like super
Yeah, I like
talented and
her.
cool, and then Jaden overshadows her and makes them all seem stupid.
People who think they got the whole world figured out. I cannot stand that.
Yeah, he is
That's
like
like my
that.
least favorite type of person. And Trevor Noah as a host, I know we're being negative Nancy's here. Yawn, boring, miss me.
They always have him do it though.
It's because
He
he's
couldn't even
safe.
pronounce Haktua.
I heard that.
I noticed that.
Hoksua? However he
They
said
should
it.
have fucking Nikki Glaser stand up and just host the thing.
Yep. Because you need someone who is like a little bit outside of the realm of who's in the audience so that they can like take shots at him. Trevor Noah is like an establishment Viacom Comedy Central guy who I think he quit The Daily Show.
Yeah, he doesn't do it anymore.
He's just given up. And he's just there to be extra nice to people. No one wants to see that. People want to see people get roasted. People want to see people have fun. If you go in there with a lukewarm monologue and, oh, I'm being nice, this and that, fuck that.
Unforgettable.
Nikki Glaser was the one who, when
Oh no,
she hosted
forgettable,
the show,
forgettable. It was
forgettable. Nikki Glaser is unforgettable. If she went in, she would be able to shit on these people, wake up the audience. The audience is half asleep until the performances. And then the performances come on. Half of them are like, California dream. Okay, we get it. There's a fire. There's a QR code on the screen. Enough. Can we get someone with a little fucking
Did you scan the
energy on
QR
here?
code?
No, I didn't scan the QR code.
Um,
Trevor Noah, boring.
yeah, I didn't like him.
Chapel Roan, not boring. Best album.
She was good,
best
no, but then
new
she
artist of the
she
year.
got out her fucking her third grade paper.
I love
and,
that.
and like started reading off her.
Oh,
little
I
book.
actually liked that.
I love
Yeah.
that.
But
You
what was she
didn't like
talking about? They don't give health insurance when you.
I didn't
when you-
understand
when
that
you-
either.
when you
So
have-
like when you're, so like she didn't just get signed to a record label.
How much is
when
health
she was
insurance?
Popular. It's a lot.
So that's she's a big great famous singer and she can't afford health insurance.
Well, because they don't get like the way artists get paid. Like labels don't really pay them.
No,
They-
wait. Can you do it in the cadence of you doing one of your Instagram videos?
Did Chapel Roan get ripped off by her record label?
Oh, that's a good thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail.
Because so they don't really pay artists, they give them an advance. So the advance people use as payment, but it's really like your marketing budget and like your budget for your whole album. So like if Chapel Roan signs and she's not big, so she might get like say $100,000. That $100,000 is meant to like financially support her, but also fund her making her album, which costs a lot of money.
So like
for all
her
different
makeup
reasons.
Are you
artist
sure
and
about
her
that?
100%.
and her recording time studios and
Yeah.
all the things
like
going
recording
to it?
studios, if you sample
Music
anything,
videos?
Sounds like a budgeting
paying
problem from the
producers.
artist.
So then if she makes it up, like she starts making money when it's called recouping it, once she recoups the advance. So like that's when artists are making money. So like it's like a big thing with rappers. Like rappers get an advance, they act like it's money.
Well, they buy
buy it
gold
on-
teeth with it.
They buy stupid shit and then they'll never make money again. Like that's like a common thing with rappers. It's true though.
Yeah.
So like
not the best at living within their means.
Yeah.
I guess we could say.
so yeah, if you're like a young artist and you're not established, like you didn't really get paid.
Oh, got it.
So,
And
but I don't
you're not
understand
getting
why-
insurance. They don't insure them. So you have to go get your own health
So
insurance.
basically, her speech was: if you're a young artist and you're signed to a label, that they should be offering you health insurance rather than an advance.
No,
Both.
in addition to. Because it doesn't pan out like it worked out for her because she's rich.
She seems depressed, so she probably couldn't get her meds.
Well,
and
she
that's
was
what
on
she's
stage as
upset
a
about.
geisha, actually. She was actually dressed up as Mrs. Ng on stage.
Most of them don't pan out, and then they made $100,000, and then they're left with nothing, and then they had no health insurance for the whole time. Like
Hop
that's
on that
her point.
Obamacare, sister.
I had to do that. for a time.
WhiteHouse.gov. I've been there too. You've been there too.
Yeah.
I love that health insurance.
It was pretty good.
The health insurance was fine.
Mine wasn't Obamacare. Mine was like literally homeless care.
Did you? Oh, emergency.
first.
You had
Health first.
health first.
I had to go to this was an unspeakable neighborhood and sit
To get your Plan Bs?
sit amongst the scariest things in my life,
Oh.
people of my life, in order to get it, and fake poor.
What did you? What's the biggest?
I don't know where my next paycheck's coming from.
What's the biggest scam you pulled on Health One?
That I would just go to the doctor's like it was a drive-through at McDonald's. I go 3 times a day.
You'd go to different locations?
All different places, yeah. That's it.
They did put you through quick. Like when I had Obamacare, it was like bronze, silver, gold, and then like the one below bronze was emergency, like only if you got like multiple stab wounds or like a gunshot wound like in the torso, they'll take you in. Extremities, you're fine. I think I had bronze. And I blew out my knee once, and they were like, "Oh, buddy, you're going to be paying for this surgery."
You're always fucking up your body.
I'm an active queen.
And your ticker's acting up. Your left valve?
My left vulva. I do. My ticker's been acting up. I don't know when my next appointment is. So, man, Mafia, my days could be numbered. I thought my days were numbered on Saturday night. I started looking at Nana going, I got to get out of here. You go, shut up, bitch. We're going to this place.
I know.
Your heart will be fine.
Beyonce.
Beyonce won Best Country Album
A lot
and
of people
Best
are
Album of the Year.
feeling some kind of way about that.
I think you're feeling some kind of way.
About her album?
Yeah. It felt disingenuous. It was like,
I
the album wasn't that
listen
good.
to the album. I don't know. It was probably. I also know is that main song.
Texas. Woo.
That's the only song I know. But I didn't think any of the other. I'm surprised that Zach Bryan wasn't a thing. Didn't he have a huge year?
Yeah.
But did he not get nominated because what he did to Brianna?
No, he said he didn't want to be part of the Grammys, right?
I don't know.
You know how stupid you have to be to say that?
A lot of people. The Weeknd used to do that. Drake did that for a period of time.
Fuck The Weeknd.
The Weeknd
I can't stand
I
that
love
guy.
The Weeknd.
He's the most pretentious fucking guy. Ugh. I can't stand him. I tweeted that online. A bunch of people
Yeah, I like
agreed.
The Weeknd.
Why do you like him?
I
What
just
do you do
think
this
I just think
face?
his new album's good.
Yeah.
I
He's
just
a good
like, he makes
singer.
good music.
He's very look at me.
I didn't like his performance at the Super Bowl.
Who did he perform with again?
It was him.
He was just running around like the red coat and shit like that. Yeah, you know,
Was
like
that when he had his face done? He had like the prosthetics on his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, he acted like
He like pretended to be he did Stolen Valor for a car crash.
I didn't think and I'm a country fan, but I didn't know I didn't think any of those albums were like the songs that everyone was bopping to this year. I thought it wasn't that. I mean, Casey Musgraves is always good, but I think her thing's the same thing every time.
Pissed.
She's what?
You see
I
that-
saw
She was
that.
pissed when Beyonce
She was
won,
so
yeah.
pissed when Beyonce
You saw that?
won.
Her face? She was like,
yeah.
Well, she probably thought she had it in the bag. She probably thought, Beyonce was going to be her nominated first country album, but album of the year. That's something
Yeah.
she. I don't know if she ever gotten again, but
Well,
I
now-
thought they just gave that to her just to be like, fine, it's done. Here,
well, also
album of the year.
Jay-Z last year he got like
And he made the speech.
like the award Alicia Keys got this year, like the Lifetime Award, and he basically spent the whole speech being like, "It's bullshit. My wife's never won Album of the Year."
I mean, it is bullshit.
So it is bullshit, but it did make it seem disingenuous.
is that why
to
Alicia
me,
Keys had
like
those
you
huge
said.
earrings on? Because she was the star of the night.
Maybe. It is bullshit. She has 30. Now she's got 32 Grammys. She never had Album of the Year. But I feel like she's also a one-hit wonder kind. Like, she puts out singles more than she puts out albums. Or am I just making that up?
Yeah.
No, her album, the Lemonade
Pretend
album.
it's true.
Yeah.
The Lemonade album.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend it's true. Yeah. So that was very good. It was nice to watch.
But then she got the big award of the night,
Who did?
album of the year.
Album of the Year. Beyonce. That's right.
It was a country album of the year, and also
Yeah.
the album of the year.
But like country album, like she didn't even get, I don't think, nominated for CMAs. Like I think there's a big rift between her and like Nashville country. So I think that's
wonder why.
Yeah. So people were pissed about that.
Her daughter's.
Looks just like Jay-Z.
Yeah, poor thing. That poor thing. She could have looked like her mama. She looks like fucking Sean Carter. That's tough.
Why
That's
does
like Kanye and Kim's
Why
daughter.
don't
One
they
of them
ever
looks
show?
like Kanye.
Why does that son
Oof.
never come out? Doesn't she have other kids?
They got what? 3?
I was thinking that
3
too.
kids?
They only bring Blue Ivy out. I don't know.
I wouldn't
why.
do shit. I
How
wouldn't
many
want to
kids?
be
They have 3
famous. So I had
kids?
that much. Huh?
2 or 3 kids?
They got what? 3? They got
I don't know.
I think they have 2 or 3.
At least 2.
The ones who are not in the camera get it.
I don't think Blue Ivy wants to be on camera either. She gives me vibes like she's getting dragged there.
But she was performing with her at.
Yeah, I don't think she wanted. It looks like she didn't want to do that.
They're like, you need to carry
Yeah.
on the family name.
Yeah.
Could be. Did we talk about this last time we were in here? This Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively shit.
No.
You know what it is.
I know
though?
what you're talking about, but
So these motherfuckers are still
I just
going
don't like
at it.
her, and I don't know what he did, but I always hated her.
There is never. Justin Baldoni released all these text messages between him and Blake Lively ahead of this lawsuit that's going to be happening. And I just want to say there has never been a celebrity feud story that I am less interested in than Blake fucking Lively and Justin Baldoni.
Well, was he
anyone
famous
care?
before this movie?
I don't. He had acted in things. It's like,
I
does
never heard of him.
anyone give a fuck about this?
Oh. These are just our text messages.
This is literally us. Everything's redacted. This just seems so boring.
What does it
and it's
say?
taking
Who's
up
the
so
blue?
much time. Blue is him. So there were allegations that he was like being too sexually aggressive towards her on the set, and then
During their sex scenes, meaning?
during the sex scenes or inappropriate things being said, she claimed certain things, and you'd think that this would have died a month ago, but it's still going on.
Yeah, I've been
Let
paying
it
attention to
go. The movie wasn't that good. Neither of you are that good actors. You're not gonna You're not gonna like secure your reputation
These are
by doing
Oscar and
this.
the Golden Globe actresses and actors. These are just like
This isn't Leo and fucking
shitty rom-com people.
Well, it affects
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is, so if something like Lively looks bad, maybe it makes Ryan Reynolds look bad.
Does
so
he have
she
the
has
gin?
to-
he needs to get away from her.
he has something. I
Aviation
forget.
gin.
Yeah, he needs to get away from her. It's beyond.
Yeah, he should date a guy.
Ryan Reynolds. I always mix up him and the other
Ryan Gosling.
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Is it
Yeah.
Gosling with the gin? No, it's Reynolds with the gin.
I don't know.
It's Reynolds. I like
Reynolds
Gosling
is a soccer
better.
team. I know that.
Why are you working if you have that?
I like Gosling better than Reynolds.
Ben Reynolds. Gosling's cuter.
Yes.
But that's not who this is, right?
No, this is someone else.
Oh, can you go back to the
This
thing?
is
then?
Deadpool.
Oh, this is Deadpool?
So what is happening now?
Well, now it's just being dragged out.
That's Britney Spears' dress, the original one
Yep.
she wore in the Versace show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very self-important.
Ugh, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. Yeah.
Could care less. We do have an interview that we're going to get to in a minute here, but you had found someone
Couldn't care less.
online. Amber Maria Co.
Oh.
Now, we've talked at length about our Hall of Fame here on Out and About, and these things happen naturally when someone pops on our radar. Let me tell you, Nana sent me a Instagram from Amber Maria Co.
This is in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Do you think that
Oh,
Content Kim comes here and shoplifts and then screams it's a mandate, not a law?
these ladies who run this boutique. Can you go back to the page?
I haven't been able to pinpoint. I'm assuming that the one in the pink and the second one is the matriarch.
Is the proprietor.
Yeah, I don't know, but she's.
So this is a boutique where they sell all sorts of plants and tchotchkes for the home. And these ladies hold up signs about how much money they've spent at their
Working
own
at the
place.
boutique.
She goes, $34,000.
Yeah. So she spent $6,000. She's worked there 3 years.
Look at that. Look at the shirt.
She's worked here 1 year. And she's
18
spent
grand.
$18,000.
So this is basically a Ponzi scheme. They get ladies in who are addicted to shopping and then get them to work for free and buy.
Honestly, because they probably get a 10% discount. How did I do that? She works 20 she's getting the bowl.
I think I just need an end table to
But
go with it.
I can just imagine what this one's $37,000.
That's literally me.
She worked there 5 years.
That kind of looks like me a little bit.
She doesn't even know where she is though at this point. I don't know. I'm not saying this is gonna be. I'm gonna have to make a trip out here, but I'm gonna go on the website. Is flawless. It's Amber Marie, and I wonder who Amber Marie is. She spent $16,000.
Who is Amber Marie? Will we ever know?
She has to bump it in, and she spent $31,000. Oh my goodness!
31 grand.
But how much
at your own place of
So
work?
what I'm guessing is
She's my favorite. Oh, that might be Amber. Hi, if you've reached this recording, please
she
hang
said,
up and text me.
said
'cause
Amber Marie was only working there 5 years. It's at the Pink Girl said she was only there 5 years. My thing is, there has to be. Can you go to the website? 'Cause I want to see, if you don't mind. It should be there. I want to see what level of things are. They have to be selling high
they got it
end.
linked right to their Facebook. If you
They have to. They're selling Kendra Scott. Okay, they're selling high end boutique things.
Is this in Oklahoma?
It's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have to
Okay.
go.
Now $6.99. You can
Go
get
to Homeware. Go to Home Goods.
She's up. She's up out of her seat. You're gonna want to go to Pillows.
No, Home Accessories. Go to Home Accessories.
Here we go. Now we're talking. What's the website called? Amber Marie Company.
$6.09. No, this isn't it. What about like dishware kitchen? There's not like kitchenware.
So this is the
Like where were those black and white bowls?
American
Because I know those black and white bowls they
Southwest.
sell at Bloomingdale's that she was looking at.
This is the American Southwest Bed Bath and Beyond.
No, I think it's
It's higher end.
I think it was featured brands. There we go. Addison Ross. Zoom in, please.
Capri Blue.
Barefoot Dreams, very expensive.
Glass House Fragrances.
Colton Colors, Happy Everything. Jack Black, that's men's skincare. Keep going down. Volupes.
So these are nice things.
It's mid-range. It's mid-range. There's no reason these women should be spending. There's nothing crazy expensive here. They're not selling Lennox or like
the gifts that I saw were
Tiffany.
$8. How many of those do you have to buy to get $30,000?
$30,000.
I mean, these ladies have everything we're looking for.
Every single one of them I saw was as a hoarder.
I'd like to know if any of them
kitchen and food.
If any of them have a criminal record, because that is important to us when you do get inducted. So one of these ladies had to have hit their husband with a frying pan or something.
Or not they not.
Okay. Presley Pierce has been put on notice. You think Presley knows about him?
Well, this operation is not as nearly. I mean, Presley Pierce is a smaller boutique. This is like an operation where there's like there's
this
him
is
and Judy there. Him and Julie.
Yep.
This is like we already met like 17 employees that spent well over. I have those napkins. Are they still in there?
Well, Presley's been able to really kind of give a custom experience to each employee.
$166. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I mean, I'm still gonna shop, but
shop till you drop.
Oh, look at that cute little bowl. Stop, I'll cry.
So we just wanted to put this on your guys' radar. Amber, Maria, and Co. We'll see what kind of content they put out. Maybe if there's an arrest in the future, that would help their chances of getting into the Out and About Hall of Fame.
Espionage,
some sort of
a local murder.
Someone's
within
husband
the community.
Someone's husband woke up dead, poisoned their coffee,
or someone's husband has a trans lover that no one knows about.
If one of these ladies were to get arrested, it would be for murder of a husband.
Yeah,
but in a very
with a shovel.
Antifreeze
in his morning chow.
In his morning grits. Road salt.
How far is Tulsa, Oklahoma from where Kim's plantation?
I think Content might live down there.
Kim lives in a plantation in where?
Oklahoma.
Oh.
She's down there. I miss KK. Should we get KK back for a guest episode?
I'd love to have her back.
The house looks fabulous. I've seen her house. She's been decorating seasonally. It looks gorgeous. And then maybe we could be the daughters that she never had.
That'd be nice. Speaking of fist fucking, we have a Jew on the show. I'm sorry.
We do. And we love our Jewish brothers and sisters. And his name is Jake Cohen. Coming out with his third cookbook, which is shocking that he's able to put out a cookbook between all the loads he's taking all over. His third prolapse.
And we're gonna.
He is. How does he have time to do all this shit? We had one night of one weekend, and I cried the next morning when I woke up. This motherfucker was in Berlin last time we were talking to him. What was the name of the party? Fist Fest?
No. Burkhouse.
Something like that. He survived somehow. And then he was off to London.
She's a jet setter.
I wanted to get him before he went to London because I wasn't sure he was going to survive. He gave us all the tea of everything that he went on.
The queen of oversharing, the queen of name dropping, the queen of Kugel. Please welcome to the show, Jake Cohen.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, erectile dysfunction. 1 in 4 men 18 years and older experience ED, which means that you or someone close to you might be experiencing it.
That's why I want to tell you about Eroxon, the new ED treatment gel called Eroxon. It's the first ED treatment gel with clinically proven results that you can get over the counter. And while it may not work for everyone, studies show it works for a success rate in over 60% of men.
And the best part is there's no prescriptions or online questionnaires needed. So why wait? Try Eroxon today. Available in stores and online. Visit eroxon.us to learn more.
We could do a whole episode on the woo-woo of it all, of how you get through this and manifesting the life of your dreams. I'm very into manifestation.
We are here with Jake Cohen, chef extraordinaire, and you're a survivor. Because last time we saw you, you were going to Fist Fest.
Oh
Fuck
my
Fest
God, no.
What was it called in Germany? You were there. You were working.
Cologne, Germany.
What was it called?
Berghain.
Yes, that's right.
Now, what was your TLC for the weekend? Total load count.
Okay. No. Let me start because first off, I think the thing that I was so terrified is when we did the pod last time, I was like, well, everyone was like, what if you don't get in? Which like I said before, I'm very into this woo-woo stuff. So there was
What is
no
it? Woo? What is
woo-woo. So like I'm into like spiritual manifestation kind
She's
of
a Wiccan.
stuff.
Yeah,
a
she's
little,
She's
little
quite
witchy
clairvoyant
poo.
queen.
Little witchy poo. But one of the things is like there was no world in which I wasn't getting in.
But didn't you buy a ticket?
No, there is no. You get
have to be
online. I
accepted
waited
at the
online
door?
for 3 hours.
Did you show them Did you show them how dilated you were before you walked in?
Oh my god! But anyway,
Just to show
so the whole
proof
thing was
that you're
I went
ready to party?
alone. But then I saw some gays from New York, and I
sorry.
I cut in line to get closer,
Oh.
so like shave some time. There were 5 of us total. I was the only one who got in.
Why?
What happened to the other queens?
It was 2 couples.
They passed out in line?
One of each couple had a good outfit, and the other one they were like being sticklers about. Because this one was themed
The
to
Luke.
sportswear.
Now explain what a good outfit
and
is.
sneakers. Like it didn't have to be. I wore these like
It was an
mesh-
interior. It
I
was
had
an
these
interior
mesh-
outfit she was
I
wearing.
had like these mesh boxing shorts, a jock strap.
Could you see your cock through the boxing shorts?
I had a jock strap on,
Oh,
so
sure.
so.
So you could see the cock in your ass.
But again, when I tell you, what I tell you,
Were you
like
topless?
They were not online. It was
Oh.
freezing, but like yeah, when I got inside, you check all your clothes.
Those
I'm
cold
not gonna
German
lie.
winters.
I'm not gonna lie, and it's funny because I'm obviously wearing my striped overalls right now. It's a little
Gosh, gosh,
Auschwitz-y,
gosh.
but like it's a little. But the whole vibe does feel very like Holocaust porn of Berghain. Like we wait on this line.
I was
It's
gonna
like a
say
whole
the pattern of that fucking
I know,
of your
I know.
outfit
And I
right now
spent-
looks like you're about to
and
get
I
loaded
paid
onto a train.
way too much money to have these tattered overalls.
Oh my god.
But it was the so I was there from like midnight until 10 a.m.
Oh no. It's my
and then I
nightmare.
went home. I slept for a few hours, met up with some friends. And then I
Do they have
went
refreshments?
back. Yes, they do.
You went back for
um,
seconds.
I went back for seconds, which was no longer just gay. It was back to mixed Berghain. And I was
Blacks
there from
and whites together.
from
a checkerboard
Oh my
party.
God. Women, as in women, are allowed back in. And I was there from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And
How
then
long did you take a nap? How much of a break a load break did you take?
I took a 4-hour break.
Did you clean out after?
Oh my God.
In between sessions?
I love how it was just like,
he was going.
So,
Did now?
Did you squeeze out them things?
to be fair, what happens in Berghain stays in Berghain. For example, I saw like there are like different levels. So lab, which is like the dungeony
There's
level.
expert level,
Exactly.
demon level.
Well, on the main dance floor, since it was sportswear and sneakers theme, they set up a boxing ring in an elevated boxing ring dance floor.
That's where they beat the shit out of
which is funny because I go in. So obviously the other 4 don't get in. They have to go change. They get back in line. I see them like 2 hours later. They finally made it in. But I
Did
get
they
in
change your
and I'm
costumes?
now alone. And
In the boxing ring.
I'm alone in Berghain.
But in
I
the boxing
check-
rings, are people just voguing in there, or what's happening in there?
So
in there?
funny enough, I end up in the boxing ring with this
German
like
Vogue?
25-year-old demon twink from Brooklyn I know who I ran into. And I was just looking at him, I was like, this is the craziest thing. Like, we'll never not have this moment when we were like,
Are there phones allowed?
no phone. Everyone phones are allowed, but like they're stick
She
covered.
had her Carrie Bradshaw
all
moment when she
the
ran
cameras
into,
are covered. They
Aiden
put stickers on all cameras.
in the
That's how
spice
you know.
market. When Carrie ran into Aiden in the spice market in the middle of Turkey or wherever the fuck they were. That's what happened with you and that queen from Brooklyn.
Oh my God.
What are the chances? We're
What are
both
the-
here fist fest.
Oh, good to see you. I would
But-
have hated running into people I know.
Oh, I love that's my favorite. I mean, it could be at an
Or
orgy.
maybe
It's like,
not.
oh my God, how are you?
How
But-
many loads did you take while you were
You're
there?
peeking through the glory hole.
I'm not-
Eileen, is that you, sis?
I thought I felt that gullet.
There was, and this is the thing, because now that you're seeing like everything on TikTok is about like, oh, Harry Styles was seen in Berghain, all these things.
He was there?
Not that weekend, but there was an A-list celebrity in Berghain
out
that I ran
A-list celebrity?
into. And
Paula
I was, to be fair, again, no women were
Oh,
allowed.
sorry, not till the later session.
Exactly. And it was
It
one of
has
those
to be
things
black.
where I had, and I wouldn't recommend this to people just because I thought I got a little cocky.
Wait,
And
who was the celebrity?
I don't know if it was
You can say. We'll bleep it.
stuff. Okay, it was
Who?
Is he gay?
yeah,
Oh my god!
like publicly, and it was
He's
one
like,
of those
can you
things
look
where
this guy up?
and
He's
British?
literally he's an 11.
well, I'm pretty sure he posted a story that he was like tagged.
his dick pic
tagged
got
Berghain.
leaked, and he
Did
has
he?
a fucking cock on him.
Is this like
Amazing.
a Coachella for them? It's like
Humongous,
good for her.
uncut, just
Good for her.
beautiful cock.
And it was just one
Yeah.
of those things where it's these it's like a true place where everyone is the same. Like there's nothing matters there, and not like it's like what is it? International waters. It's
international law doesn't apply.
Exactly.
Well, I'm happy for
Inhibitions were loose.
Wait, you want to hear the wildest thing? Is that I'm here now, and I fly tomorrow to London.
Oh, come on.
That's why I wanted him in, because he's not going to be.
She's a pond hopper.
I'm going raving in London. And then, actually, the craziest story about Berghain is, so then the second night, I took a lover in Berlin.
I'm sorry? What's a lover in Berlin?
I just took a lover in Berlin.
But in between sessions at the
This was
Yeah, I
actually,
feel like you have some questions you want to get to the bottom of with him.
Well, the timeline is just not adding up.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and break it down, dear. Go ahead.
You
The floor
went
is yours.
to the first session with your friends again, and then there's boxing. You were kicking there till 10 a.m. Then you went home to clean out, to unload, if you will.
to be fair,
Drop the kids
that was
off.
not the case. That was not the case. I was actually, there was sex everywhere.
Freshen up.
Sex
and to freshen
everywhere.
up, I'll say freshen up. And then you went back for the
encore.
breeder sesh.
Yes, and
And then
in that
you took a
second-
lover in Berlin after that.
No, that was before. So I took the lover as soon as I got to Berlin.
So you went
And
in
what
there.
is a
You
lover?
went there fully
like
loaded.
a guy that I had
no,
this
like a guy. Okay.
24-hour love affair with. But I'm very much a before sunset
Yes.
of obsessive, and that's how I live my life. And so
okay.
I take a lover. Then I took another lover in Berghain. I met this Danish man who I referred to
Ooh.
exclusively as the Viking because he was covered in tattoos and 6'2".
Oh wow!
And
Did he have a blonde beard?
he did.
I love
And
that.
so we had this 12-hour love affair, and then he's like
At the Berghain,
at Berghain.
in front of others.
Yeah.
How does that how does it like
Exclusively you two, or was there
those canoodling, my dear?
passerbyers?
Exclusively us two. But then I found out that he was coming to New York in 2 weeks when I was going to be back.
And we have him here today.
You
And
broke up with
so-
him right away.
So
She's
but-
like, no, ma'am.
then it was just all right. So then we went out and we went to this techno club in Queens, and
Wait, you're back
you're
in the
back in
United
the
States?
we're back in the States, and this is and so he's now in town visiting.
And you've seen him?
Yeah, we had partied for we partied all weekend.
What's the techno club in Queens?
It's called Basement. It's underneath the Knockdown Center.
That's where Vinny go. You've been there, not Vinny. Underneath the Knockdown Center.
So now you're back here with your Viking queen in New York.
Yeah.
You're reminiscing, and now you're zipping back over to
London.
And I'm going to London, and then because my best friend is there for a little stint to kind of get out of America, and I don't know. And
Was she deported?
she's a ginger, and she just she's of the aesthetic of thriving in London.
I am living vicariously through her travels.
And then
I don't have it
I'm
in me.
scooping him
Literally.
up, and I'm dragging him to Berlin to party.
the Viking.
The Viking will be there. He is coming in.
Did you pay for his ticket?
No. Oh my God, no. No. He begged me to come, and I was like, okay. I had to go to London anyway. Why
you
not?
said-
But you were
gonna
doing
take-
semen retention at the time, so you couldn't unload until the master told you it was time.
You go, sir. I'm locked.
But to be fair,
did you have
this
a cage
is
on?
all what?
Did you have a cage on?
No.
You- Say it.
No. I've been in a very chaotic era ever since.
I
I mean,
can
it's
tell.
as you
I
can
love
tell.
it.
Yes.
And then, I've been falling in love with a lot of Australians lately. I feel like that's
Good
been my
eye.
new thing. Literally.
now all the ethnicities that you're naming are they're all uncircumcised.
Interesting.
Is that
Um,
something?
It's not. That's
Let's
not a
unpack
conscious. It's
that.
not an.
Well,
it's
she's
not a
into moil
conscious,
play. She said it last time.
It's not a conscious decision, though.
Sometimes the
I did have
subconscious.
sex with a porn star recently who was famously uncut.
Bonnie Blue.
Exactly.
Bonnie
One
Blue.
of the 1,000 men.
Rochelle
Exactly.
Ryan.
It was probably one of the best sexual experiences I've ever had in my
You
life.
have to give us names on this show. That's what we do.
Well,
We
no, I
call
don't
her
care who
Dad.
it is,
It'll
but
be
it's
off
like-
camera. It'll
But
be
do
off
you feel
camera.
did you feel like you had to live up to the, or did they if you're an off-duty porn star, are you putting on the Ritz and doing all the bells and whistles, or are you just kind of you want something more vanilla and normal,
Are you throwing that thing back?
or
What
is
are we
it, or is
doing?
porn star does he go out of his way to let him know if I was a Broadway singer and I went to karaoke, I would make sure to hit those fucking whistle tones.
I,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To show everyone who it is. So if you're a porn star, was he going extra mile?
Were you topping him or you're bottoming for him?
we can leave that up to the imagination.
Bottoming. So to Joey's
I love how you
question-
painted me out to be this huge bottom. And
Well,
it's fine.
This.
girl,
You're wearing a toddler's outfit right now.
the future is verse.
You're wearing them World War II pajamas right now. Wait, so you were?
To be
are
fair,
you-
all right, and I will clear this
are you
out. In
throwing it back?
Berghain, first, actually, for my entire time in Berghain, I only topped.
My God.
There we go.
How'd
like
you
a
stay?
lie
How'd
detector
you stay?
test set up.
How'd you stay so ready to go at that
Girl,
late hour?
You use the
Girl.
Roxon gel is what
Girl.
you use.
Roxon
Come on.
gel?
A Roxon gel.
What?
Have you heard of a Roxon gel?
No.
You put it on your.
You rub the gel on the tip of your dick and you get the hardest boner you'll ever have in your life.
Never heard of that.
60% of people saw extreme results.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were using 60% people ended up in the hospital.
So the blood rushes down. Wait, you didn't answer Joey's question. Are you going all out here with these porn stars, or are you just
There's
doing
one porn star.
the porn
There have
star?
been multiple porn stars.
Oh.
There have been multiple porn stars. The other one is the other one was in like a group setting kind of thing on Fire Island.
Did you feel like you had to do something special to stand out and shine in the group setting?
He showed up with cookies.
I showed up
Did
with
you-
cookies.
like, how did you separate yourself from the rest of
You
the-
He lathered
never,
himself in cake
never
batter.
show up empty-handed.
Yeah,
What are
how
you
did
wrong
you
with
separate
you?
yourself from the pack? Like, to
Again,
stand
part
out.
of the woo-woo of it all, I do not chase, I attract. So it's like I'm not chasing.
What's that like?
It's just like that's
She's
it.
bug chasing.
Yes.
But I'm not like it's just these things come to me because
And in you.
if you have to chase something, like what is yours will never pass you, but what isn't yours, no matter how much you fight for it, you'll never have.
That's smart, Jake.
And so like I feel that way professionally, romantically, sexually, and it's just never, it doesn't steer me wrong.
That's a life lesson, man, Mafia. Listen up. That's a very
Literally.
good point.
And
No,
it's like
really
this is
is.
the only way, because I do think that there are a lot of people see me crashing out in these past few months.
A lot of
and they're
people
like,
see her on the backside of a T-slam, face down in an
and they're
alleyway.
like concerned.
Under the Queensboro Bridge.
They're concerned, but really to me, it's like, I think once you enter party culture, there's
Yes.
like there are two routes. You either are entering from the place of like,
Oh, I bet
you
you
are,
From
you are,
behind.
you have found like your true authentic self, and you are kind of playing with consciousness and reality and taking reality for a spin, which is where I think I
Okay.
am.
Now
versus,
she's talking about blindfolds, right?
No, psychedelics.
which is I do love. But the other side of people
Do you have
who
any
are
drugs
looking,
on you right now?
No, of course
Okay.
not. I'm
What about
sober.
in you?
The thing is, sometimes people
Are you
think,
really? You are sober.
people think this is me natural. Like
You don't
this is-
drink ever.
I don't drink.
You don't do drugs ever.
I mean, I
Okay.
love drugs. I
Oh,
love
so you
drugs.
don't drink.
all right. So you're not
I just
sober.
don't drink.
You're
I'm not
good.
sober.
You're sober from alcohol.
I'm sober from alcohol. Yeah. But come on. It's like, I think psychedelics are the future of all medicine.
There we
And
go.
like, I think ketamine,
Was there
I mean,
psychedelics in
horses
those
have been
50s?
taking ketamine for decades.
Is that why my left leg is starting to go numb after these cookies? Wait, you're talking about consciousness, and that's a good
Consciousness.
lesson,
And then the
reality.
other side are people that are like looking to numb or escape or using like partying and drugs as like a means to
Anal ease.
to get out or not be their truest self. If you're not being your truest self, because it's all energy. And I'd say what happened at Berghain, which was kind of
She's
crazy.
an energy queen.
Infections on the
I'm an
dance
energy
floor.
queen. So
Yes,
what
she's an
happened
energy
was is I feel like with psychedelics, like I'm heightened. And I'm not gonna say I'm psychic, but
She's
I'm just
stimulated.
very sensitive to energy. So I'd be like,
You corner a bitch in the corner and tell her her future. You become.
I am someone who definitely loves to get
You
myself-
are,
with the
you
crystal
are a
and the
fire
salt.
sign,
I
aren't
do.
you? I see a lot of movement in your future,
I'm
mama.
also going to people who
This
is the,
close to their face.
who is the young man who passed.
She's dark-sided. She's dark-sided.
I'm getting a message. Now, I
crying.
receive,
Can I
talk to you in the
I
men's
receive
room for a
message from Spirit, and I bring
No,
it.
but what would happen was
She's holding court in the
I'm
stall.
literally
The third stall.
tearing up as I'm saying it. No, it's
Good
just there'd be this like
mediumship.
there'd be a really hot guy and we'd be vibing, and then all of a sudden I realized like, oh my god, their energy is not right for me.
And you
I
felt the need
realized
to
I was
tell
like,
them.
I can't give them.
And you felt the need to tell
I
them.
was like, I can't give them my energy. They don't deserve it. I have to get away right now.
I'm getting a message from
Yes.
Spirit.
Now, these do sound like side effects of the drugs.
You know,
Energy is real, though. It's
energy
very
is real. Energy is real.
What's our energy in here today? Read me down.
Well, this one is
Bitch.
Sad Boots, and we
Yes.
got to get her.
Up
we got to
and
get
at
her
'em.
up and at 'em. And really, at the end of the day,
Up on the fucking balcony and Adam down to the ground. I was telling you before I say, I wish I was on a higher floor.
I saw him checking the windows in the office when I came
Well-
out.
It's still not high enough. I need a high rise.
So at the end of the day,
Okay.
everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
And when something leaves your world, your life, it's making room for something better. And if you are trying, the second you accept that is the second that you make room for that to actually arrive and you attract it, versus if you are rooted in the why did this happen to me, like woe is me, all this stuff. This happened just recently to me, where it's like we threw this crazy Hanukkah party and
But where the fuck were our invites?
girl, it was on Christmas. We were probably celebrating the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Nana's a pastor on the weekend. So
There we go.
A deacon.
Yes.
And I meet this guy, and I'm so
At a
I
crazy
fall in love.
Hanukkah party.
I fall in love every day, and like we had this
I'm the
like
same way.
crazy. We had a great date and all this stuff, and it turned into this like 3-day thing. And I like haven't, and now I like haven't heard from him since. And it's just like
He's right here.
he's right here.
Did you
And
put all
here
your
he
eggs
is.
in one basket?
And-
Were you did you think he was the one?
I never say it that way, but when I see promise of like, I'm someone who so quickly can see it's a no, so that when I don't see the no, I'm like, okay, let's explore.
Right.
But the one thing that's missing was like,
Your panties.
like, no, is him. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I haven't heard from him since. And at the end of the day, the most important thing is they need to have all these qualities and be obsessed
But
with
would
me.
you reach out?
Well, Mama, your calendar.
Trust me.
Been
I
full,
reach out.
sis.
Okay,
I make sure that my interest is known. There's no
Because some people don't. Some people play games and they play hard
no,
to
but
get.
I
and
do
they don't
not play
text
games.
and- all right.
I play the game of subtlety is not for me.
No, that's not for Jake.
And so it's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, I could, and I did like spin out a little, but then I had a great session with my like life coach, therapist, tarot card reader, and she's amazing.
Here we go.
And it was one of those things where
I see demons in your future.
it just wasn't.
The
Like-
death card does not
like-
always stand for something bad.
And if that means,
I see.
and again, there's a whole thing of like, well, it's like you also have to consider if someone's lights on, like the whole like Sex and the City of it all.
So this card is dual meanings.
Oh my god! And the joke is that I think the funny
There's
thing
two.
is
They're twin flames. Okay, they're twin flames. So I'm gonna pull the
Now,
the
what
line
we have
card.
here is
Now.
a sugar cookie.
you're making fun of me, and yet at the end of the day, I don't know what else to say other than like I'm fucking thriving.
No, we're not. We're not making fun
Trish,
of you.
No.
You should go ahead and show that to him. Now this is from your Hanukkah
from
party.
Hanukkah party.
my god!
This is after they let the
Is that
blacks
on
in.
Instagram?
No, it's on.
That's camera reel.
It's on.
X.
No,
X
on
is-
Instagram.
Well, I'm happy for you, Jake, and you do
I-
seem very happy.
What's happening with you professionally? What are you working on?
Isn't this crazy?
Your
So the whole
cookbook
reason is
you were on the
Don't you have
cookbook.
like a show on PBS?
on
something?
A&E.
No, Rachel Rayha is fucking his
Yes.
boss.
So the whole reason is like I'm going to a party for these 2 weeks, and then I get back and then I start shooting the next season. I have 20 more episodes to shoot in March.
Does
That's
Rachel Ray bottom for
incredible.
you?
Oh my god, Rachel Ray is America's sweetheart.
No, I know.
I love that girl. I'll ride for her till the end.
Can I say something about Rachel Ray?
Okay, here we go.
I was always a fan. I was always a fan. But bitch, take more than one damn trip from that refrigerator onto your fucking platform. She would fill up her whole fucking thing. Remember?
Yeah.
The whole thing. I said, girl, you can take 2 trips. It's okay. But she made it like out of
I'm
one
the
trip.
It's like
way.
when you carry the groceries from the car, you have to do it all at once.
Completely.
My mom saw you on a TV. Did I
On
tell you
the-
that?
she saw my show, you
mom,
should-
she was like, "This guy Jake, I came across his show. You should have him on." I was like,
We did, ho.
We did
When
have him
I
on.
tell
and
you-
don't listen to the episode.
When I know, literally, my dad was like, saw the clip of like just the clip, and he's like, I decided not to listen to this episode. I was like, thank you. And meanwhile, my mother, I'll tell her a million times, please don't listen to this. And all she wants to do is like
Oh my
be
God. That's
abreast of
Involved.
every single thing I do. And then the most exciting thing is I'm like finishing up my next book, which comes out in the fall.
Fuck, how many fucking books do you have?
This will be number 3, and this one's wild.
Do you like go to them or they come to you? Like how do like I want to book you.
I
Energy.
attract. I don't chase. What part of this aren't you
but
getting?
like you
Well, you've
what's
also had 2 successful books,
Yeah.
like, and people know your brand is
but
very
again,
established.
that's through I attracted the success. For
What's the
books.
third book called?
I don't know if it's publicly.
Oh, don't
when
say-
does this
publisher.
episode come out?
Monday.
This will be out on Tuesday. Yeah,
This will be on Tuesday. I can't say the title, but
Loads in Berlin.
when I tell you the title, it's actually kind of so perfect for the era that I'm currently in right now as well.
The
It's
chaotic
kind of
era?
it's like the perfect like
Cooking with ketamine.
cooking. Exactly. Special K in the kitchen.
Yes.
I didn't tell you what I did yesterday.
I want to copy that book when it comes.
I made a sourdough starter.
Why?
Because I want to make sourdough.
Okay, I love that for you.
But I never made sourdough before, so I had to feed this. I had to feed the starter when I get home.
You got to feed her?
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for
It's
you,
a
Joe.
living, breathing.
It's a living,
pet.
breathing. So I don't need yeast then because that is the starter. I got it from Italy.
You got it from Italy. Wow.
Little Italy.
Little Italy.
No, they mailed it from Italy.
The craziest part is there were it's all about these kind of like dinner parties that I throw, and so
Themes,
I have cameos.
course.
I have cameos where I have like portraits of all of my friends and family that like were
fun.
there, like tasting the recipes, and it's like everyone from like my grandmother to Deborah Messing to Benny Blanco to Isaac Mizrahi to Judy Gold. Like it's
God.
everyone is in it, and I love. It's just like it's so.
How cool! What a great cast.
When's it come out?
The exact it'll be in the fall, so like
9/11.
Spring, summer.
exactly. Well, that was the whole thing. 'Cause
Joggers.
Books always come out on Tuesdays,
They
and
do?
so you have to make sure
Yeah.
that nothing falls on a bad
Why on
Tuesday.
a Tuesday?
That's just how
Publishing works?
Yeah. So you never want to end up like with the Tuesday lining up with a holiday or with a this or with a
Yeah.
that or with the anniversary of some
Horrific.
terrible tragedy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so excited.
So it's all about dinner parties. And when's your next? Are you friends with Selena Gomez? Someone said Jordan Berry came up to me. She's like, "Oh, Jay Cohen's coming on." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I just saw him with Selena Gomez."
Yeah.
What were you doing with her?
She came to our Hanukkah party because her
Is she Jewish?
No, but her fiance Benny Blanco is a good friend of mine, and so we spend a lot of time together. So we've been doing actually a lot of the
Can you
Jewish
text her and
holidays
tell her to send me
together.
makeup?
We got rare beauty for everyone. Yeah, we did Passover together and
Oh,
Hanukkah
fun.
together.
I
How
love her.
funny.
She seems so great.
She's the sweetest.
Is she a picky eater?
Not that I've seen.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you like? I'm sure you got turned to like when she got to taste your food and stuff. Like, was there a certain dish that she like really enjoyed that you were like, "Fuck, I did it."
She loved the matzo ball soup.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, Passover. We love that.
Well, she had a little
Love
cooking show.
Oh yeah, Selena plus chef.
I was annoyed by that because I was like,
You want to be on it.
She has enough going on. You're
my
a
God. You
singer.
thought she was taking
you're an
away
actress.
markets?
Taking away
You're a
markets,
model.
your Kiki
You're
cuisine.
the
market's tapped out.
an entrepreneur.
No,
Let me have the cooking show,
Benny and
Selena.
Selena
You've
are
had,
incredible.
You've had enough.
They're so madly in love. I'm obsessed.
I know.
Amazing.
I saw them at the Golden Globes. They were so cute and how fun.
Tired of figuring out what's for dinner night after night, especially on those busy weekdays? Get dinner done the easy way, thanks to our friends at HelloFresh.
It's easy to find time to eat well with 50 wholesome, hassle-free meals to choose from each week delivered to your door. With HelloFresh's new ready-made meals, go from the fridge to your fork in just 3 minutes. The same high-quality ingredients and restaurant-worthy flavor you'd expect from HelloFresh with only none of the work. You just got to pop it in and you're done.
It's the best. It's their lineup of prep and bake meals come together with minimal mess in only 5 minutes of prep, so your oven does most of the work, not you. I get HelloFresh sent to my house. I feel like such a healthy grown-up adult when they arrive because it's so easy to use.
I was surprised you had all the pots and pans you needed.
Will they tell you exactly what you need on your meal
Exactly.
card? So get up to 10 free meals and a free high-protein item for life at HelloFresh.com/out-and-about-10FM. 1 item box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free meals. Just go to HelloFresh.com/out-and-about-10FM. So let's get back to this party in London because you take off tonight. And then by the time this comes out,
I
maybe
will-
doing it in
You
memoriam.
want to
Flying
hear
out
the
tonight?
wildest thing? And then I always
Yeah, I
like
can't believe you fly out tonight.
I do these, and I always do like I like to pack in.
You stack.
So I stack. So and it's good because then after you party, it's like I need something that's going to get me back into the swing. So I literally
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. So I'm gonna party with.
She's gonna have a blood sausage.
I have a couple of friends in London. We're gonna go party,
Fun.
and then the next day I gotta get working because I'm doing Jessie Ware's podcast with her mom, and I need to like bake a bunch of things.
Is that
for
in
it.
London?
That's in London,
And that'll help you control
You should
your
try to
partying
link up
the
with
last day.
Gemma Collins. I love her.
Oh,
She'd be so
love,
fun.
love. Is that a trifle?
Pretty much, I will let Gemma know that
again-
she's a fat cunt.
what I tell you, I think my entire career, everything I've ever done, can be tied to Tiffany Pollard.
Oh
when
my
I
God.
tell you,
Dream guest.
I came of age with Flavor of Love.
Beyonce.
Not you.
Yeah.
Do you know what you have 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Buck
Yes,
Wild, you look
30.
like you're in a soup kitchen.
I know, literally. And
I can see your bra straps.
it is. She was the one who showed me
Yeah.
the power of like the camera being on you, like you're in control of the narrative, and she just owned it. I watched all the spin-offs. New York Goes to Hollywood.
Of
New York,
course.
like her
You watch her on
Simple
Traitors?
Life. Of course, not on Traitors.
Omarosa, then I will also say this.
She wasn't on Traitors.
Yeah, wasn't
No.
Tiffany Pollard on like the original? What was Tiffany Pollard on?
She was on
She was-
Celebrity Big Brother. You're thinking of House of Villains.
House of Villains.
House of
Yeah,
Villains.
House
Yes.
of Villains.
Oh,
Yes.
with Teresa Giudice.
Yes, yes. I
Yes.
apologize.
She's.
I always
everything.
respected your hairline.
It was so good, so good. It's what got me into, and then into Housewives, and really, it's like I
Yeah.
see that now, and I'm like obsessed. Meanwhile, like,
Where do they get the new New York Housewives?
so I'm good friend. I was actually on this season because
Oh.
I'm friends with Erin.
She's a name. Get this bitch out of here. She's a name dropping.
Name drop.
I'm kidding.
There's one
Wait,
thing about me.
who are
I
your
always
friends-
say
which one are
I'm
you
gonna be
friends
like I'm like if like Ina Garten and Kathy Griffin got like mashed together.
I love it. Who
Here
are
we
you
are.
friends with on there?
Well, I know a lot of them. I met Uba at this party.
Uba.
So my roommate and I went to this random ass party in Brooklyn, Tribeca, and it was themed gowns and clowns. So it was all like burners,
It's literally perfect.
like
for us.
straight people. So it was like all like straight people burners, and everyone was either dressed as a clown
What do you
or
mean
in a
burners?
gown.
Burner.
Like, people who go to Burning Man. So like like those like finance bro or
Yeah.
tech
I
bro.
thought you meant those clowns that jerk off to Hannah Burner.
But so I go and I'm talking to this stunning woman, and we're sitting on the couch and we're talking all night. And at one point she goes, yeah, I think I actually might be on TV soon. And I just look her dead in the eyes. I go, you're on the Roni reboot, aren't you? And
How'd you know?
she and
She's
her
stillborn.
her
It was an energy. It was an energy.
It was just so obvious, like that she was meant to be on as a housewife.
Yeah.
And her jaw dropped, and it was Uba. And that's how we met, because I known Lizzie Savetsky, who was originally going to be on the cast.
Oh.
And that's how I met all the other women, because I went to her apartment one day to film before.
Oh.
and that's how I met
Oh,
Erin.
she didn't get on the show because she was too taboo. Remember, her husband was doing something shady or something sketchy.
We're not.
All their
we don't.
husbands
We
do.
don't. We
Something
don't speak.
happened.
We
I
don't
don't know what it
speak
was.
ill. We don't speak ill.
Oh, I'm
of-
not. But I knew there was something that they.
It was a
either
little
way,
whoopsie.
whatever happened, she did not end up on the show.
Yeah.
And I am close with Erin, and
I met her. She's nice.
Erin lives around the corner from me, and she was like, "Come out! I'm having all the women to the Hamptons.
met her.
Come cook
Yes.
brunch." She actually might be coming over for dinner tonight, but she's very pregnant right now.
Oh, really? I didn't know she was knocked out.
And this is number 4.
Does she know who the baby daddy
Yeah,
is?
she's an incredible hot husband, who I
Wow.
was just talking to, because I'm trying to get him to go to one of the woo
To
woo
go to
retreats
London?
I went on.
What's the theme of the London parties? It's just straight up rave. What's it called?
I don't know if I want to say.
It'll be done by the time this comes out.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's that bad? It's
Because
that dirty?
they're 2 parties, and I don't know which one
What
I'm
do you
going to
think the
end
name
up.
is, John?
There are 2 parties, and I don't know which one I'm going to
I
end
think
up
it's Bubble and Squeak.
at. Bubble and Squeak.
That's like a-
Bubble
that's
Squeak.
a-
Well, have you heard?
What is that?
Honestly,
That's
for
a sausage
you
dish,
would
right?
you would love. There's this one that all my friends joke about. I think it's called the horse fair. And it's where guys show up. You're either a stallion or a mare, and so like the mares are blindfolded, and then the stallions are
They have blinders
come in,
on like
and
this?
They know completely blindfolded, and then you have stable boys who present the mares to the stallions, and the stallions then take the mares.
And they all have that dildo in their ass that has a horsetail. Like
Literally,
How do you
it's
even
like
hear about the? Are you on a list? Like a mailing
I
list?
just
Like how does this
hear.
happen?
I just hear. You just
You
hear
just
about.
know when you're in
What
the
do you
No,
learn
no.
about it?
There are
Is
things
there a
about
community
town. There
online?
is something for everyone, and I'm not saying. Again, I think to most people I sound like this lunatic, but I'm
think
quite.
you-
I'm
you have
quite
a
like.
zest-
I'm quite
You have a
demure.
zest for life,
Yeah.
quite literally.
I would say it's very much once upon a mattress. I've always been shy. Like that is my life. Where I'm always been shy, but I'm screaming it.
And these aren't going to be. This isn't going to hold a candle to the party in Germany. Or you think it will?
So then I go
I
to
think it'll be
Germany.
more
So I'm going to
tame.
London, and then I'm scooping up my friends, and then we're going to Berlin.
Is the Viking
fun.
coming?
The Viking will be in Berlin. I'll be meeting him in Berlin.
I
Round
penciled
2.
him in for Berlin.
Yes.
for a session.
Though funny enough, I don't like. We'll see. We'll see it again.
Doesn't the food suck in London?
You know
Or
what?
British food.
German food's not great either.
I think
right?
there's. I think
I
Berlin.
think German
I
food's
love
good.
Berlin City.
Oh god.
But London's
Berlin's
trash.
Give me schnitzel
At the end of the day,
Lindenberg
at the
jelly.
end of the day, there are great restaurants in every city. Everything is garbage compared to New York. Like I am a piece of shit New Yorker. Like every time I'm anywhere else, it's like just bring me home to New York. Everyone's like, oh, Paris. The best croissants, New York. Like you go anywhere, New York. Like it's a New York or nowhere forever.
They have great Indian food in London, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
That's
it.
like what they're known for.
But at the same time, I
love
grew up
Indian
in
food.
Queens, so we have
And
a vibrant community in
I've got
Jackson
a
Heights.
Chinese.
And
Curry sauce. You see those girls, right?
Of
Did you see when they
course.
came to New York?
Of course, they're coming to New York right now. Yeah,
They're coming back.
they're on their way right now
Oh
with
my
a
god! Stop!
new
I
guy.
watched them
With
go
a
through.
new guy.
They gotta get some better spots. They were doing like fucking Chick-fil-A. It's like
That they went. It's
try
literally.
it.
I'm friends with another name drop.
They
I'm
are
friends
so
with the owner
iconic.
of Cat's Deli, and they went to Cat's to do the pastrami
saw.
sandwiches. I sent this to him. I was like, "This is the biggest thing to happen to your restaurant since Harry Met Sally."
Yeah, 100%.
unreal.
They're so funny. There's this blonde girl, but bubbly, fun blonde. and
She's
all her
lesbian.
girlfriends- Oh, she's lesbian.
Yes.
What's
and
this
her
person's
girlfriend's
name? I'm
coming.
not sure.
I don't know her name.
None
but-
of them have names. They're
No,
just
but they're
the
And
viewers?
they're all
No,
like
they're just like-
they're all chubby and they all pig out like they order like all this takeout and so
Plus-size
they call
park hoppers?
takeaway in there and they go we've ordered a Chinese and then they get all the we got chips salt and pepper chips and we got with the curry sauce and they're eating
and they come to America and they're
do
doing all of
mukbangs,
like
they just eat.
It's
they're
just British
mukbangs,
ladies.
but they're doing like
And gays.
like they'll do like Chick-fil-A and then they go through and they order everything on the menu and then they do.
They
and
hated Joe's Pizza. They
it-
didn't like Joe's Pizza. They thought
They
it was
didn't.
overrated. They said it was fine, but
I think
What do
most
they know?
pizza is
What do
overrated.
they know?
I like Joe's Pizza.
What
but,
do they know?
And they went to Chick-fil-A. They went to what's the one that we always have sponsorships from? The chicken strips, Cane's. They went to Cane's.
Oh,
The
I
Cane's
need it.
souls.
When I tell you, there's one thing I love that more than anything in this world. It is like when we talk about like going like raving in New York. Everyone's like, "Oh, what do you have after? What
What
do you
should I
have after?"
have tonight for my last supper before I
The
meet my
answer is
maker?
always chicken fingers. When I tell you, I get into the car on my way home, immediately order 2 orders of chicken fingers to the apartment.
I'm
There
doing
is
it now.
never a world in which I do not order 2 orders of
What are
chicken
you dipping it
fingers.
in, sis?
What's the answer?
For
Honey
me,
mustard.
I like barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce. The
Barbecue
answer is
sauce?
Yes.
barbecue sauce.
Over honey mustard?
Yes.
100%.
All
I
the
like
time,
honey
every
mustard.
time.
100%. I love a honey mustard, but I will say barbecue sauce is supreme.
Same.
I don't know. What do you
Give me
think?
a McDonald's chicken nugget and a barbecue
Honey
sauce.
mustard.
Your
I
honey
go.
mustard too.
I
think
love
people are
honey
split.
mustard.
It's fine.
People,
This would be-
what we really need to be talking about is locking up these lunatics that are dipping ketchup. Oh my God. A
Oh, I'll
chicken
do
finger with
ketchup every once-
ketchup?
every once in a
Absolutely
while, I'll do
not.
ketchup.
Ketchup is for French fries only.
And children.
We were so chaotic. Did you try Molly Baz's mayonnaise?
I have actually I had it on a sandwich at Edith's, but the sauces are great. Again,
I know,
I
I
don't
can't wait
speak.
to
I
get
don't.
them all.
I don't speak ill of anyone.
I'm not
I
thinking ill. I just want to try
won't
them.
speak. I won't comment if I truly
Wait,
have a bad
Are
opinion.
you friends with her? Can you tell her to send me some?
I mean, I think she's.
I need
mean,
to
her,
use you.
I will
I need
say-
to use
I will
our
say,
friendship for
she's a
free
little-
shit.
She's a little busy right now.
Oh.
Her house just burnt down.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that. Sorry.
Yeah, so she's doing incredible work right now of like creating like
Well,
food pantries
What
for
else
people
can I
in
get for
LA.
free? Selena's giving me makeup.
Oh
When her
my
house
God.
gets built back up, she'll send me mayonnaise. And then who else can I get something from? The Viking, can he give me a hot load?
Oh my God, he's a big bottom.
Oh,
The Vikings big bottom. How tall is he? 6'3".
6'2".
How many pounds?
so they have blonde body hair.
He's like no body hair.
Can I see a picture?
Yeah, we got to see a picture.
I'm not putting it to the camera though.
Okay.
It's
It's just a hole.
it's Dawson from upstairs.
it's just
It's
for
just
you.
a hole.
I have it in my favorites.
Oh.
I can, because again, it's reference. I'm such a story person that I'm always.
She's a storyteller first and
I'm a
foremost.
storyteller. Really,
She's
if
an
there's
energy
one thing-
story queen. A healing
Um,
queen.
A healing queen.
Can you bring it? Can we do a sound bath next time you come over, Mama?
Oh my God, yes, yes. There's one thing I love.
I want that outfit. Can we change outfits?
Yeah, whatever you want.
All right.
That'd be
you
like
got-
fucking.
When I
you
tell
think
you,
that would
I
fit
just
me?
went. I just got this crazy gift card to Nordstrom, and I just went and got all of these like cool clothes. Like I'm very into Gen Z jeans right now, of like
Oh.
big like parachute pants.
trying.
Those are not Gen Z jeans.
What
girl.
are these then? They're not?
They're straight legs. Like
I think
No,
these
I
are
think those are kind of like mom jeans.
a little bit.
they're a little bit. They're good. Yeah, I still can't get over how svelte you've gotten so quickly. Okay.
God, it's gone from skinny to svelte. That's my worst thing.
Oh wow.
Throw it over.
Yeah, she is the bottom.
Oh my God.
The queen with the
Mind
dragon
if I swipe?
tattoo.
Yeah, I think it's just that one. That's the only
Oh
one I
my
got.
lord. There she is.
What was she posing in front of? A
This?
latke? What is it?
Jake
Next-
is
no, this
posing.
way.
Hold on, I'm trying.
Was that my outfit?
What's
no,
she eating?
that was the other lover took that picture of me.
But what is on the plate, Mama?
Oh, schnitzel.
Oh, schnitzel.
Schnitzel. Here, I'll show you that.
Lingonberry jam?
I'll show you the other lover from
Smash or
Berlin.
pass?
Not for me.
Smash.
It's definitely.
That's not as like you say Viking. I think like
No, I know.
NFL lineman.
It's
That
mainly
is
when
not-
I say Viking, I mean he's
He's
Nordic.
Nordic.
Yeah. I speak in hyperbole.
Naughty Nordicals?
And then this was my Berlin lover.
Oh no! Then now we're cooking with gas.
I'm gonna see him. I'll see him in Berlin. Too.
This is the twink.
no, but he was like we had this torrid love affair,
Come on.
then he
Looks
texts.
like Gigi Good
But then
from
he
Drag Race.
then he texts me after, and he goes, "By the way, this was the thing that was like,
Yeah,
by
he
the
can
way,
get it.
I have a boyfriend."
Ebony
And I'm
Hernandez
like,
just texted
"Ugh."
you.
Who?
Ebony Hernandez. She goes, "Hi, Jake. Would you happen to know if the boxes got picked up?"
It's signed copies of I Could Nosh available on Goldbelly.
Oh,
Shipping nationwide.
Can you ship me that for my house? I'll give you my address. Celine's gonna need it for my makeup, for my unboxing.
And I'm trying to think who. I mean, I'll show you the Australians after. The Australians.
I mean, you just got to show them now while we're on.
I'll show them now.
And if you're listening to this, all these photos will be live on YouTube.
Just shut up.
Yeah.
Up in the
Absolutely
background.
not. Absolutely not. This is. We went on a date last night.
How do you have so much time?
This is the Australian from New York.
This is an Australian from New York.
What the fuck?
I fucked him.
Shut up.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, listen. You understand
I'm
that
sure we have crossover at
in
some
my
point.
in my friend group, it happens all the time. Where it's like all we do, like we just pick up like.
Is he arrogant? Like you can't be that good looking. and not be
that's the
arrogant.
problem when you're that
he's
hot.
Not. He's not because I just tip. You're 100% right, and that's the thing. Where
That's
unreal.
out
he's
of control.
He was so sweet. We had such a cute time. The context of where we met, I will not say on camera. But we
What's
will
wrong with
say-
her? Why is she not? Why is
This
she not
person
a
looks
cocky prick?
familiar.
Which one?
This guy from my Australian queen. He looks eerily familiar. I don't know how.
Okay.
No, I didn't do it.
We'll
Wow.
discuss. We'll discuss after.
Oh, look at this speedo.
I mean, he's gorgeous. And when you meet these people, is this?
I met him in a very
Is he a
In
model?
a
a
dark
very
room.
chaotic setting that I will explain to you after the
Okay.
cameras stop.
Wink twice if it was a dark room.
There was
There was
nothing,
dim lights.
Was there schnitzel involved?
there,
How about the blood sauce?
It was chaotic.
it was
She was very
chaotic.
chaotic.
It was honestly, it's one of the things where it's like
You're bottoming for Benny Blanco
when
while
you-
Selena Gomez was cooking in the kitchen, and Ina Garter was filming it.
and Benny Blanco's fluffing.
literally. When I tell you, there is nothing wilder than gay New York in a way where sometimes I look around or I'll be like, I was at Basement and so I met this boy. This is the crazy story from
Is that New
Bergheim
York?
that I forgot to tell
Is
you.
Basement New York?
Basement's New
Would
York.
we get in if we showed up in these outfits?
Not in
Where
those
is
outlets.
Basement?
I would help
In
it.
Brooklyn?
In Maspeth, Queens. Underneath the knockdown
That's
center.
how you know you're in there. Like if you're going out
Okay,
in Queens.
wait,
like,
this
you
is the
know you're in
craziest
White
story.
Park.
Enough.
Yes.
You
You're
have to,
in
so
the scene.
I'm in Bergheim with the Viking, and all of a sudden I see this shirtless boy bopping around the dance floor, and I run up and I grab him and I
It was
start
jet ski.
shaking him. And I go, who are you? Because this boy had payas. The curls
Jew
that
curls.
Hasidic
Oh, excuse me. Can I say
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
May I say that?
Yes.
Hasidic,
yes.
What's it called? Payas?
Payas. And he goes,
You thought it was a costume for Purim.
I just saw it. I was like, oh my God. And he goes, I'm the vote. And he goes, who are you? I go, I'm Jake. He goes, the challah guy? I'm like, yes. How do you know? And he goes, because we follow each other. I'm like, who are you? And turns out he was this gay Israeli
Muscle
artist that I'm obsessed with. He's this incredibly talented artist. Todd Snyder did a whole collection where
Oh
they
my
took his
God.
art and put it on like a collection.
Wow.
And so we exchanged numbers, and then a few weeks later, I got a text out of the blue, be like, "Hey, I'm in New York. What's up?" We end up like spending the whole weekend together, and he's just become my sister. He's actually coming over for dinner tonight with Erin from Roni. Like, it's
You're
a whole
kidding.
thing. And I'm staying at his place in Berlin.
Oh my God.
I'm taking his
How
apartment.
I cannot.
That's nice when someone
I'm
has a place to
exhausted.
And I took him to
from
Basement.
even
and,
thinking
like,
about your schedule.
But anyway, we're in Basement. We're
a
dancing. We run into this other like huge artist.
I'm
and it's kind of one of those
when I get
things
home
where
from nightstand.
sometimes it's like you hear these stories. I just went to like Luna Luna. It was
What's that?
art installation. It was
Would we
all like
get in?
the yeah.
That's what we have to ask all the time now.
Luna
Everybody,
Luna.
would
It
we
was
get
like
in?
it was these like oh, who is it?
We do have a standing
It's
rule.
a fucking Grim Reaper.
You want to pick it up?
No.
The standing rules. You have to pick it up.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Well, that
it's
was
probably
probably the rule, but
they're probably trying to deport me. I don't know what's happening.
But it's this thing. It was like all of these like
Sorry,
what's the
man.
term? Like a carnival. like a
Carnival.
but it's all of the like the stuff is designed by artists. So it was like Keith Haring and John Basquiat.
It's a
multi-level.
no, what's it called? Basil.
Oh,
For
something like that.
The Germans.
But they're doing it at the Shed right now, and I went.
Do you know where the Shed is?
Funny enough, I went and I got picked up by a boy, and then we went on this great date. But the whole thing was like, then I'm like, I had this. He's tall and he was so cute. I'm like, how old are you? He goes 24. I'm like, oh,
Too old.
The opposite. I was
old.
like, I'm again with the woo of it all. It's like if you haven't gone through your Saturn return, I just don't know that I can.
Return. What
I
the
can't
fuck
commit
is
to you if you haven't gone to
Well,
through
are
your
you
Saturn
ready to?
return.
Let's be honest with ourselves here. Are we ready to commit, Jake? Are we looking for a
You
husband? Because it
sound
doesn't
like
seem.
you sound like all of my
keep
friends.
track of them.
You sound like all of my
I sound
friends.
like your mother. Are we ready to settle down?
No, it's
What's
the whole
happening?
thing of that was this whole when I spun out over the first Australian where the conversation was
What is spitting out until Mama? Does it
it's
involve a breakdown of sorts? Is it
a
involve
glass
just like
pipe?
shaving your
just like again I'm
your
not
coochie?
I'm just not this this is typically the level which I
Operate.
and when I'm not that everyone's like what's going on
You need someone who understands.
and so but that was the whole thing where it's like oh his light's probably not on and then it was like well is my light on and which is like it's very
And you're
Sex and the
talking about
City.
the light up butt
I
plug
am
that you
Carrie
have.
I am Carrie I'm really Samantha but in the sense that I'm like the main character I had like this whole my whole friend group is really like we really do take the archetypes very seriously.
Wait, so you didn't answer my question. Are we ready to settle down or are we still doing our
The
thing?
thing is what I believe
Do you think
is
she's ready to settle down?
I don't know. Well,
She
you're
has a
saying
schedule,
you
it's
say you fall in
packed.
love. I fall in
She
love
doesn't
with
have
people.
time this
if
year
I
to
go on a
settle
date
down.
with someone and it's not a no, for me, it's like the wheels are spinning. Oh, I fall in love. It's not a no. It must be a yes.
to be fair, like this Australian from last night, like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
probably gonna come back from Europe and
Bottom for him.
no, I'm probably gonna like move my trip up a little bit to
Oh.
maybe like do Valentine's Day with him. We'll see.
Chaotic Valentine's Day?
A chaotic V day.
We'll see. Again, and the issue is, it's like I'm.
The
There's
issue
this TikTok.
The issue
This is my favorite TikTok of all time, and I talk about it to everyone, especially on first dates. Where she's this girl and she's gorgeous, and she goes, "Listen, this is gonna sound like a step back for feminism, but sometimes I feel that my personality gets in the way of people recognizing how hot I am, and I've never recognized
Things
something.
I've never thought.
No, it resonates so deeply.
Yeah.
Why? Because
You don't get both a lot of
most of the
times.
time, when you see someone who's so when you have someone who's
Do not spit that.
most of the time when you have someone who's so hot.
Was Liam's load.
Oh my god. Are we okay?
I'm good.
Most of the time when you have someone who's so hot, they are
Like us.
also have this air of mystery. So you're able to project your ideas of who they are.
Mm.
So you're attracted to not just their appearance, but mainly you're attracted to the idea that you've created of them.
Yes.
The issue is when you have such a big fucking mouth, people know who you are. So they're
Yes.
either like attracted to you and they like your personality, or they're just like, ooh, which
Yeah.
I will say there are pros and cons to both. For me, I'm very polarizing. You either get it, you get me, or you don't. And
Or
a
you
lot
get
of times guys don't. I got this other TikTok today, which is like when people just don't get it sometimes because I'm vibrating and people are sometimes jealous of
Your
my
vibration.
vibrational energy,
The
I
the
totally
frequency you're
believe.
vibrating on.
I totally believe. I'm at a very high frequency.
I'd like
Um,
to see you settled down next time you're here.
When
I'm just gonna put that out there.
She doesn't have
I'd
time
like to
this
see-
But
year.
it's not
I'd like to
about
see
that.
you
Is
with-
that I will meet the person, and like if the energy is there, it's on.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
See, I'm worried now. I'm like, for the first time in my life, I'm like, I should be like actively.
How old are you?
I'm 35. I should be actively trying to meet someone, and I've never in my life been like, been intentional about dating. It's all just like you
I
said.
just deleted
what
the
comes
apps.
to me, whatever. But for the first time ever, I'm putting all this pressure on myself, and I've gotten better. It was like the past couple months was better on the holidays, where I'm like, I should meet someone. I should like kind of spearhead dating. Okay, this guy was nice. Like, be
How
more
long was your
assertive.
last relationship?
Like 2.5, 3 years.
And how long ago was it?
Like a year and a half.
Okay.
So like now I'm like
you're
ready.
coming into like your light is going on and you're
Yes.
trying to figure that out. To be fair, I don't like the apps. Like I don't like I
I
was
hate
I was on
them.
Raya
It's
for a hot
awful.
second. At the end of the day, it's gamifying and I need the energy. So if I haven't met someone in person, I will know within 30 seconds in person
Yeah.
whether there's a vibe or not.
Right.
And when I see someone online, I'm like, I create this idea of them, and then I meet them. I'm just like, oh,
It's the
who
worst.
is
I've gone on
this?
dates where you go, it's like, this person looks like someone I'd be into. We have like a couple like flirty texts, and I'm very
and
much
they're
like,
good
okay,
on text.
like, let's go. I don't want to text you forever. Like, let's go get a drink. Not a
Completely.
big deal. Meet me at the bar down the street. We'll have a beer and we'll know like what the deal is. But then some people I hit it off with, other people.
They end up walking out.
Other people go, I'm sorry, no, that's not me. When I see them. No, I'm kidding.
You get catfished.
Other
But I
people are
believe
like
in gay catfishing. Gays are catfishing nonstop. They're using photos. The way
Catfishing.
they're like,
They're using voice disguise software. So
when
they
I
sound
tell
AI.
you, and I hit a guy,
AI
if
software.
I start talking to a guy, I'm hitting them with voice notes first
I hate
day.
that. I
no,
hate that.
First date, you got to hear
I
this
know
voice.
why you're
You gotta
doing it.
You got to hear this Fran
You're doing
Drescher
it to see if I
motherfucking
sound
voice.
like a,
no,
yeah.
no. For me, you have to know what I'm giving. I don't care about.
But are you self-conscious about your voice?
I it doesn't matter.
You just wanna
I am
put it
me.
out.
I'm gonna show you me, all my crazy, all the woo woo. I'm gonna ask you what sign
I
you
hate
are.
when I see that's like an almost unmatched immediate. If
What?
someone's like, "Hey man, there's on a voice app," I'm like, "Ugh, get out!"
do that
And then
on
I'll
the
write back and be
profile?
like, "Hey girl," like,
What
On a
is wrong
profile?
with you? What is wrong with that?
I just want to meet. Like, let's have a couple sentences and then let's meet, and then we'll know or we won't. Like, I went on a great date last Friday, and like,
Okay.
we're gonna go on a date this Friday. But in my head, like you said, the idea of someone, I'm nuts.
Do you just close your transition right away, or do you wait for a couple days?
The other thing
in my head,
is-
I'm nuts. So I create ideas of people.
But that's the issue, and that's how I feel with like I went on another. I go
Don't
on many.
disclose.
I go on many dates, mainly because I'm also trying not to have like a ton of
Random sex.
anonymous sex. Yeah.
Oh.
I create.
Anon
So
play?
what I like to do is
Anon?
what I say is
Face
I,
down,
I-
door
to
unlocked.
me it's I say it's purge mentality, where it's like you create like there's an event and like, all right, that is the space in which like I'm going to Berghain, like that is like Switzerland for
Your whole.
my morals
Oh.
and for like the standards that I create
Yes.
for how I give my energy to other people and share my energy, because my body is a temple and
Yes.
it will
You're
only be
strong.
celebrated with people who deserve.
Veneer, you
It.
bricked up. Okay. I had to.
Do you
get
think I
that
look too skinny or I look stronger? or
No,
better?
it was just daunting because I feel like it's I was only
Well,
here.
that's a tight
I
top.
only started.
It's too. You think I look too thin?
No,
I'm
I
just
don't
backing
think
into-
you're projecting. The thing is now you're spinning out based on not what I said. I said coming from a place of growing up in a community
And
and a
queer media.
household of women who constantly commented how they're fat pigs and they need to like lose weight immediately. Of course, I always have this with my chain.
It's his
Never-
lock. Who is the
But-
key?
And so to me, like there was nothing better than saying like, "Oh my God, you look so skinny." That is
Okay,
the highest
Yes,
compliment.
I just wanted to
from,
clear- I just wanted
from
to clear that
from a
up.
Jewish household.
Thank you.
Um,
Well, I appreciate
like
that.
there's
Still hasn't
nothing.
said anything about my
there's
figure.
nothing. I tell you. So I went to Berlin, and then I went to Cologne to meet my family for a family reunion. And I see my mom, and I see my mom. She lives in the city. I see her all the time. She goes, "Are you okay?" Because she was like, she thought I looked so gaunt,
You're gaunt. Yeah.
and
get
it was
that all
it
the
was the
time.
best day of my life.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, she said I have another friend, this 30-year-old Jewish girl, and she saw me the other week, and she goes, "Oh, you look so healthy." In Jewish world,
That means you fat slut.
100%.
Does it?
I
Yes.
literally, and I called her out, and I was like, "Are you saying I gained weight?" That was the first thing I said
And
back
she's
to
like,
her.
no, you just have a nice
And-
healthy
and she
glow, a
was-
tan.
I was like, "Are you calling me fat?" She's like, "No, you've looked very skinny recently, and you look healthy." I'm like, "You can't say that to gay people." I literally
I
told her, I was
didn't know
like,
that.
"You
Go spiral.
cannot say that to a gay person. I'm in a great place now where I won't spiral from it."
Yeah.
But
Well, you were still spinning.
it was something where it just like, caught me off guard. I'm like, I'm sorry, but didn't expect to be assaulted
I would never think that if someone said you look healthy, I'd be like,
because
You don't
you're
have-
a
you don't have-
Gentile.
Yeah,
I
you don't have
know.
fucking
I am
body dysmorphia.
well, let's do.
Like
Last
we
time
all
you were
do.
here, we talked about I think the Hanky code, right?
Yeah.
Should we go previewing your trip to London? Should we just rip down the Hanky code and you tell us which type of hankies you saw while you were in Berlin? We'll end on that. Which type of play?
I'm
Can you
trying
pull
to
up
think.
the Hanky code video?
Yeah. So
He
there
has
was
it on his
one.
browser.
There was one. I'll say I'm trying to think of the craziest experiences I had in
There
there.
she is. It's the first thing.
Was it yellow fever that you were seeing?
Okay.
There's a whole room for that. So there's like a place where it's like the floor is grates, and then there's a staircase underneath.
I fucking can't.
And there was another one where there's a bathtub, and you like there's a guy that's like sitting in the
Shared
bathtub.
water?
And there's another one he kneels next to the urinals.
I've had that at the Eagle when they are they're an extra urinal.
Is the person?
They're
The
receptacle.
person is a urinal.
But
Yes,
like
they squat
it's
down
like
next to the
it's
other urinals and you
literally
can piss on
it's
them
no
instead.
it's
Of course.
it's no I mean it's no skin off your back, and it makes their night.
You'll
It's
take a
like,
leak on a man.
like what's
Who cares?
like you're at the urinal already. Like why
Vinny,
why
would
be
you
so
pee on
fucking?
a squatting down next to a urinal?
Or are you above it? You're above giving someone their
I
pleasure.
don't think I would.
What if all the other ones are taken and you have a UTI?
And you were about to
You have a
burn.
UTI and all the other ones are taken. You have to get it out.
No, you're online. You're at this place. You're all the urinals are lined up, and this is a guy.
Jake
There's
Cohen's squatting
literally,
down latkes.
there's
A
literally,
plate of
it's not
latkes.
taking away anything from your experience, and yet it's going to make his night, and you're going to deprive him of that. Instead of respecting community
I feel
in
like
our
it's a-
space, you're coming
All right,
to
we're
our
getting
space.
confrontational. We're getting
It's
confrontational.
it's a slippery slope. You might ask for something else.
No,
You might like it.
no.
He's afraid he might like it.
Yeah.
You can
that's it,
set,
I might like
you
it.
can you get to set your boundaries. That's the whole thing about this. It's like there's
Yes, queen.
nothing. There's the most important thing is that you are setting
He's
your
spiraling.
boundaries with yourself and your
He's
comfort.
spinning. What does he get spinning?
Yes.
Spinning out of control.
All right, go to this right here. What do we see in this top half here? Any
Heavy
sticks out
no.
to you which you saw?
Want
Yes.
head, light
Go to
blue,
YouTube to
wants
watch this.
head. Or worn on the right side,
I
cocksucker.
saw-
Do you like flyboys? Were there anyone looking for salty semen? Was there
always?
Maroon is cats and then blood.
dildo
Crips and blood, excuse me.
was there any tit torturing going on?
Like nipple play.
There was nipple play.
Any
yeah.
lavender, drag queens.
Drag queen-
Or likes drag queens.
There were no drag queens,
But definitely yellow. Pisser, water sports,
Yeah.
piss freak,
Drool.
yeah,
drool crazy.
definitely a lot
Nothing
of
now.
mustard.
Were there people
Hung
just
8
cruising?
plus in the mustard.
Yes.
The mustard in the back pocket.
What was that? What was that horse party? The horse, the mare, and you and
The
Vinny
horse
used to do that.
fair?
Wait,
I-
she was
yeah.
no.
Vinny
that-
leads us to slaughter.
Jake was apricot when the woman said he looked healthy.
Wait.
2 tons of fun and chubby chaser. She was like, "Give me that apricot
She was like, I was
scarf
like,
from
are
Mama."
you
She
calling
goes,
me?
here, you might need to blow your nose with this. It's just
Two
I
tons of
literally-
fun.
I honestly, I haven't seen her since. She might be dead to me.
What about
Wait,
dinner
giving
plate?
someone an apricot, that's a shady thing you can do, is giving someone an apricot fucking scarf.
That's so funny.
Call it 2 tons of
You
fun.
don't give them. They're
That's
the ones that
shit.
are wearing.
I'm saying
it.
that's the shadiest thing you can do, is to hand it to a queen
Oh,
What about a
unknowingly.
John looking to buy and Hustler for Rent? Was there any of that?
I don't know. I don't do that.
Dines off tricks.
Orphan boy looking for daddy.
I mean,
Dinner plate.
the funny
We'll
thing
buy
is,
dinner.
The funny thing is I am in this place, and again, everything is. The funny thing is, that's like one of the lines. You hear how I am about a Saturn return. So the idea
What the fuck is
Who
a
is
Saturn?
that?
Saturn return between like 28,
Is it happening
we don't,
soon?
I don't know what this
28
is.
28 and 31 is when Saturn goes into like the same
Retrograde.
alignment when you were born, and you become your truest, authentic self.
So what's gonna happen
Oh
with
God,
me?
I hope
And
this. Those were dark. Those were dark
Can you
years.
say what's
you
gonna
already
happen?
went through your Saturn return, honey.
Do you remember your third? I don't remember 28 to 31.
So typically you have some kind of big change. And if you ignore this call to become your truest, authentic self, is when it manifests later.
When
in your
do I find out
30s
my
and you're
time?
Like,
so there's
what's
still
going
time for
on?
us?
So is my time happened already?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I think he could go through it again.
No,
right?
so here's the
Jake? He
thing.
could go.
But again, whether you want to believe the woo-woo of it all, or if you want to believe like
woo-woo.
this actually just corresponds with your frontal lobe finishing developing, and that's why you're
Oh, I'd
becoming your
never let
truest
that thing
son.
finish.
Hey, you took a
Um,
frontal load.
Both things can be true.
Well, they can.
I was saying to someone who also was a guest on this pod, I'll say after.
Mm.
And I was saying we were both talking
Brian
about
Kelly.
the fact
It
wasn't Brian Kelly, but I just got the book. We love
Guy or
Um,
girl who's on the show?
We'll talk after.
It was Jessica Kirsten.
It was. I do love Jessica
Oh,
Kirsten.
she's like
my
love
favorite
Jessica-
bitch ever.
Love Jessica
Obsessed
Kirsten.
with her.
Love Jessica Kirsten. Funny, I get this voice note from Judy Gold being like, "I need a reservation at Laser Wolf for me and Jessica Kirsten tonight." So, and we were talking about how
They were gossiping
whenever
about our
we
show after they
we were
did.
gossiping, we're like, "There's something wild about these boys that
Me
they
and her?
get us." Yes, they get us to say.
We're back.
They get me to say that I'm so good on every other thing of keeping my fucking mouth shut. The thing that I just said, my whole
love it.
roster is going
This
to
is
be
the highest
cleared when they.
compliment.
My whole roster is going to be gone when they hear this podcast.
Well,
like,
because we are We are just an open. We're just open.
You
book.
bring it
We
out.
don't
You
judge
bring it
anyone.
out.
We love the woo woo. We love the chaotic,
And we love Saturn returning.
We love the chaotic Hanukkah parties, and
You'll
Can you
come.
give us like a little hint.
A little hint.
How long ago were they on?
I don't know. It is a boy.
It was one person,
One
a
person.
homosexual.
A homosexual.
Colton Underwood. What was the guy's name?
Oh,
Colton?
actually, wait. I have a crazy. There's so many
Who was
stories
it?
I have.
It was probably. That's like a guy who's up your alley.
I do run in. I used to
run
run into him at.
This is Jill's down. We run into a very tight group of amazing people.
My friend fingered him at Barracuda once.
We're not gonna. We don't. I don't out names
got a
like that for
fat-
public.
Fat juicy ass.
He's gonna.
We're
dump you, though.
like. I don't believe in that. I don't. I think
He
that
shows
is-
his
that's-
butt cheeks on the internet.
Yes.
his
yes.
butt cheeks.
Yeah,
Who
he has a jockstrap. He puts
Listen,
turns
listen.
around on.
When the cameras stop rolling, that is when I'll tell you all the stories about everyone.
Okay.
But everyone deserves privacy in the same way that
Yes.
when, like, if you're at the party, what happens at the party stays at the party.
I love it.
Well, she's off to London. If you are going to be in London, Berlin, or in a K-hole, look for Jake Cohen. Look out for your girl.
But the thing
She'll
is,
she'll be the
writing
one with the
cookbooks, she'll be-
apricot hanky in her back.
After
haven't
Hanky,
even
she'll be slinging latkes and fucking schnitzel all over the dance floor.
I haven't booked anything because there's like, I could fall in love and end up in like another country.
We don't know what
knows?
else to hear next. Where would Carmen Sandiego go?
That's why I
Literally.
wanted
Where
him
in the
on here
world
because
does
I didn't know if he was
I
going to
said
survive.
it's true.
He was
It's
like, "I'm going to
true.
London." I was like, "We need to do before you go to London." I mean, God
100%.
forbid
100%.
you take a blood sausage to
will
the
you
gullet.
bring us?
literally.
Will you bring us on the scene into a chaotic Kiki
Yeah, I want to go to a like.
overseas?
Let's go to the Eagle together.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Eagle together.
We'll start
Wednesday.
tame.
We'll start
on
tape.
a Wednesday.
And
On a
then
Wednesday.
and then I will say I am coming back. Most likely I'll try to be on
As a woman?
Valentine's Day is this party called Heron Sauna at Basement.
We got to go to basement.
You know
It's
what?
gonna
Let's go to basement tonight.
Let's go right now.
What's
Can you get us on a
today?
guest list?
No, I
He says
am-
no.
What do we wear? What do we
so
wear?
I am a member of Basement.
What is basement?
It's
It's
like
the
it's like
it's, a,
Soho
it's
House.
this club. No, it's a club. It's like a techno club
Where?
in Mass
Queens,
Queens.
underneath the bridge, bitch.
All right, sorry, I'm.
This is
trying to
this
remember. There's
is
a
from
lot
the
going on.
land that I
He's
hail
so not.
from.
He's so not down. He's definitely not getting in.
You,
I think
you
if I
have a
put out
ticket.
the right
you go on
energy, I'll get
RA,
in.
you get a ticket, you get in as long as you like dress the part and like.
Is there a
keep-
clothes
What do we
check?
wear?
There is a. There are actually lockers now, which are really.
And you
cool.
just walk around, just cock out. if you want.
No, that's not what this is. There are parties like
That's what I
that.
want it to be.
So then I'll tell you about that party after we stop filming.
Okay.
Do they not have hand soap in the bathroom? It's just lube.
Oh my god.
Jake Cohen, everyone.
Buy his book, and he's got a new book coming out.
Look for
I'll
him
be
on,
back. Trust me, I'll be
on
back a few
Sniffies,
times.
Raya,
Yes.
and J Date.
You will
Right
see
now.
me back in a few weeks reporting in a committed
In
relationship.
this outfit, half ripped,
100%,
one heel,
100%.
a black eye, and a bruised bussy.
Barely
my
hanging on.
Jake Cohen, everyone. Thanks, Jake.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you.